Vamos a ver qué se cuece. Buenas, mis misiones atrasadas que no, Max. Perdón, perdón. La chamba, güey, la chamba ya no deja. Literalmente vengo de la chamba, me duermo y yo me despierto tarde. Ni modo, decía yo, güey. ¡Ah! ¿Qué onda, cómo estás? Oh, bueno, ¿cómo están? Que ahorita había otro por ahí. Ah, chinga, ya se reinició la mismo. ¡Uy! Ay, hijos de su pinche madre. Lo que parece que no abandonó Fon. Ah, es que, men, yo lo siento, men. Pero... Fontaine me encanta, loco. Fontaine me encanta. Yo un chingo cambié mis diarios a Natron. Es que, ¿sabes qué es lo que pasa, men? ¿Sabes por qué no he ido a Natlan todavía? Ajá, todavía no he ido por los de reputación y todo eso. A ver, supongo que no hay que hacer tanto, vamos, pero... pues que igual se me fue la onda. Y aparte de lo que te digo, o sea, literalmente solo he entrado, farmeo y desconectarme. Y aparte has visto cómo es el pato, que como chinga, men. Entonces, que como chinga de Fortnite Uber. O sea, puta, ya no deja hacer las cosas tranquilo, vamos. O sea, parece que le valió que es un Atlan. No, es que no me haya valido, no es que me haya valido que eso. Lo que pasa es que por lo mismo que hay un pendejo que sigue chingue chingue con que juguemos con él. Entonces casi no da chance de hacer bien las cosas, vamos. Suena culero que lo diga, pues que la verdad.
Master Chevin, she went to Gab. I told the guards, but they said they don't have people to.
Oh,
They have to
verga, creo
finish
que no
making
debe haber activado
preparations
esta
before they can try
misión.
to rescue her. So, you'll help.
Pensé que iba a ser de la reputación. O men, ¿en dónde está la Catherine? Empecemos por ahí, ¿dónde está
They
Catherine?
said Master Chevin might have stopped around here. She might have been forced to go near the shadow pen. If that's the case, please, you have to
Puta, qué
save
cambio
her.
más cerote, ¿no? Ah, verga, no, que le chinga. No, la cagué. Decime que es muy corta esta vaina. No es corta, ¿verdad? Ah, que la chinga, la cagué. ¿Dónde está? Ah, aquí está el gremio de aventureros, idiota. Qué idiota, no me había dado cuenta, loco. Por cierto, Max, pregunta, ¿qué tal las misiones diarias de acá? Ahí está. quiero probar una cosa. Menos mano, en serio que chilonen verde, güey. Tanto que uno quiere hacer por ella y no salen buenos artefactos, loco. Literalmente, me recomendaron mucho recarga de energía como espada. Pero por lo mal que me está subiendo los artefactos, me tuve que quedar con el oso de Cinabrio, no mames. Ay, idiota.
Where did you come from? So strong! Let's get out of here, boys! Run! Leave the stuff if you want to live! Drop all of it!
They didn't put up much of a fight.
Thank you so much. I thought I wasn't gonna make it down this mountain alive.
Solo quiero bajarle el volumen a esto. Ahí está. Que sí lo escucho un poquito fuerte aquí en los audífonos, loco.
Saved by the traveler.
No, espérate, le bajé de más, puta.
Sorry, let me introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. I'm not usually this lucky. She did, huh? I didn't mean to make her worry. But then, I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the shadow pin. It's a large deposit, and I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back. But the phlogiston within the... Anyway, I'm sure you've seen the state this place is in.
Ese Pyroculus me está haciendo ojitos.
Crashing to the ground and left behind a massive crater. The seam I found was closer to the outside, so it survived the disaster. Still, the crash riled up the monsters in the area, and now they're everywhere. I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them. But by the time I was in the clear, I ended up running into those bandits. If
the situation was so dangerous, why don't you just drop the crystals and run?
I left most of them behind, believe me. I only kept the purest chunk. I have to bring it back no matter what. For Tlasoli, and poor little Nachka. Ah, right, you wouldn't know. Tlasoli is a former ancient name artisan.
Yep, okay.
That's right, or, well, she used to. Now she just handles... Because of her daughter. Poor Nachka contracted an awful illness. And Tlasoli put even as Nachka's illness grew worse. Tlasoli never gave up. Still, all's well that ends well. Thanks to the doctor's medicine and the Wyop's protection. Nachka's flame was... Her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home. But she's well enough to write letters already.
Se va a morir! Se va a morir!
An ancient names forger, just like her mother. Her birthday's in a few days, so... Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
Yeah, talk about an important chunk of ore! What a nice gift!
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate your well wishes. Alright, let's head back. I'm sure... Actually, why don't you... It's all thanks to you that I managed to bring back the... You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant.
That's right! A good mood makes... And of course, we... wouldn't say no to...
Don't worry. Something tells... But, I'll let Tlasoli...
¿Es neta? Chinga, ¿en dónde? Chinga, ¿quién, güey? ¿Quién quiere verga? ¡Ay, mi gordo está aquí! No lo voy a hacer ni Vix. Puta madre, son 3 misiones que hay que hacer aquí, dice. Esta madre los voy a hacer después. Me está llamando la atención, pero no es para que diga, ah, lo voy a hacer ahorita. No. No sé si me va a afectar en el futuro de la trama de ahorita con la misión de Arconte, pero quiero ver. Que por cierto, ayer por error hice una misión y desbloqueé todo esto. No mames. Toda esta vaina, esta madre fue lo que más me encantó, loco. Y lo admito, lo hice por error. Me puse a explorar cuentos para Shilonen, men. No, este no es. Ah, es este. Me puse a farmear cuentos para Shilonen, men. Y me encontré con esa visión, loco. Y ¡fame! ¡Qué chula, men! Mucho bonita esta mierda. Pero sí, me he perdido un vergo de misiones, así como esta ya es secundaria. Pero esta ya las hago después, loco. Ahora lo que me interesa es hacer la misión del Arconte para poder hacer el evento rápido. Y creo que inicié otra misión. El último día de Remuria. No, este es Fontaine. Espera, ok.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Vamos a ver qué tal por de mientras, ven, pero sí. ¡Uy!
Things have been looking really rough for Natlan lately. There are more and more commissions from the Adventurers Guild and they're all...
¡Ah, mierda! ¡Qué pendejo! Por... A ver, tenemos aquí hasta las 11 para hacer la misión.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
Mamás, te dura más que eso, pero pues, vamos a ver, por eso dije, vamos a ver qué tanto hacemos. Oh. No dije eso, pero... A ver, vamos a ver qué tanto hacemos. Si no, pues...
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can...
All right. Thank you so...
Hi, Catherine, it's us! Got any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her
Reunir
forces
fuerzas le he
and stationed
distribuido por todo.
Given how the
Okay.
Abyss has ramped up its activities
Nada más
lately,
digo,
we can no
capitán
longer
aparece el
afford to act
viajero,
only
hasta
after
debajo de
receiving
las
news of
piedras
an
lo vas a...
invasion.
O sea que ya va a tener más reaparición ahorita. Capitano ya sale más ahorita. Sí, ah, ok, gracias.
So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that... Once we receive word of enemy activity, We can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action. Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information, rather than running around and trying to tackle everything. So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been
So that's the plan! Whew, we can finally stop and take a break. Paimon knows that! It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing!
Puta, esa es una huevona de mierda.
always unpredictable.
Si es que te da tiempo, te voy a
Also been times
decir,
when it
ponete
suddenly
tu
became
mejor
more
equipo.
active in the past.
Thank you.
The people here generally
Se viene
see
mi
it as something
Arlequino.
like a natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be soon.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
Cachina, qué bonito
Hey,
verla.
China, are you feeling better now?
¿Por qué no habla? ¿Eh? ¿Qué pedo? ¿Se le fue el audio? No, gracias. Le doy contexto a la averigua. No. No, déjalo así. Pero, what the fuck. Ah, por cierto, Shirley me contó que esta carga fulgar un nombre antiguo para ti. ¡Ah, perro!
Wow, so we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names. Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge
Ah,
those names.
neta, huelga, neta. Oh, fuck. ¿Y qué onda? Ahora sí, dame contexto, loco. ¿Qué pedo? No me digas que, o sea, ¿cómo decirlo? O sea, la voz de Cachina. Sí, mándamelo por WhatsApp mejor. Y ya lo escucho terminando el stream. Pero no me digas que la voz de Cachina la van a cambiar o algo por ahí, por algo parecido. No. Ya me acostumbré a la voz de la niña, loco.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Ay. Mi gorda. Se chivió. Bueno, capítulo 5. ¡A la verga! ¿Qué tan rápido? ¿Qué? ¿Qué putas? ¡Ah! ¡Nice! Ya, este es el evento. Gracias, hijos de puta. Esa era mi pena. Decía, tengo que terminar rápido la misión de Arconte, güey, para poder hacer el evento, puta. Pero nada más la tuve que activar, güey. Nah, hombre. Muchas gracias, gracias. Ah, su verga. Solo tengo Cachina. Creo que Molana y Kinich también no tienen voz. Oh, son varios. ¿Qué pedo? Pero... O que la chingame, pero... ¿Por qué puta me deja hacer el evento si ni siquiera conocía a Shilon en la misión de Arconte? ¡Qué mamada, loco! ¡Qué mala administración, en serio! Maui casi tiene voz. Pregunta, ¿y en el japonés supongo que sí tendrán voz? Pero una cosa que se llama experiencia fluida. Sí, güey, pero en ningún momento la tengo. O sea, ah, en Japón todos. Todos sí tienen voz. O sea que en Estados Unidos no. Qué hijos de puta, men. En japonés sí todos tienen voz. ¡Qué mamá! Pinches gringos de mierda, ¿eh? ¿Todo por qué? Por la IA. ¿Neta? Le tengo que solo ustedes dos entenderán. Uy. Oiga el audio, mejor no mames. Va, dame chance. Bueno, esta mierda no mucho me interesa, así que mejor lo salto. Hola con Shilonin, ahora sí. Ahora sí ya podemos continuar. Uf, men.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
Ay, qué hermosa.
Wait, are you Outlanders?
Eres un forastero.
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Outland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
No te lo veo
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound.
Hijas de puta, o sea.
She did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
Te has enfadado.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honest. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for...
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
He visto su manual del aventurero y está lleno de señas.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Así es!
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's...
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name.
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
La cagó! La cagó!
Gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just, focus on how we can pull this off. How to...
You mean you're already with...
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of our plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Whoa.
Ah, tan chula esa sonrisa, loco.
For silver linings?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would... I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Citlali at the Masters of the Nightwind. The one we
¡Oh,
call
Citlali! Ah, con que la... O sea, sí la vi en mi... ¿Cómo se llama? En el trailer. Pero pensé que iba a ser la del evento. No me esperaba que fuese a ser muy pronto acá en la de Arconte.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient... A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And...
Well, yeah. At the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Great going, Mawika. We're already off to a rocky start here.
¡Oh! ¡El audio! ¡El audio del tráiler! ¡Oh! ¡Man! ¡Oh! ¡Man! No esperaba escuchar esa joya de voz y... ¡Oh, man! ¡Ay, güey! ¿Cómo quisiera repetir esto, loco?
In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too. Alright, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say. Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Ay.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
Voy a escuchar tu audio, man. Dame chance.
How many forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see. 1, 2... not so many as I thought. I'll get to them tomorrow.
Para variar, gringos cagándola entonces. Gracias por la info, Max. Ya iba a decir, ¿qué no habían dicho que era aquí? Pero aquí está la misión del conte. Ups. Menos puta madre. Bueno, qué raro porque básicamente son creativos los que le dan voz a los personajes. ¿Qué mamá aquí? Sí, Kinich no tiene voz. Kinich no tiene voz aquí.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her. Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Uh-huh. El Contepadero no lo explicó todo cuando regresamos, tanto la razón por la que apareció aquel héroe como el estado actual en el reino.
She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions...
Hay otra cosa llamada identificado a la persona que rescató a Capitán en la arena sacrofal. Es un hombre en las hogares de nocturno llamado Ororón. Sin embargo, pasó casi todo su... No parece que nadie de ese trono.
Citlali no...
El señor Orón es huérfano, lo criaron en el jefe de los hogares de nocturno y de otras personas de buen corazón de su trono. Sin embargo, tengo entendido que desde pequeño ya era un poco raro.
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
Sí, de hecho, Auroran establece bien porque tiene eso en común.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Citlali could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
Pues no sabemos qué pasó exactamente con él, ya que no sabe si se unió a los Fatui voluntariamente o si alguien lo obligó. Seguro que Citlali está deseando demostrar que Aurora no es un traidor, así que aprovecharé eso para sacarlo.
So if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the...
Así es, si a todos les parece una idea, entonces en vez de una solicitud unilateral, esto se convierte en una colonia. Ok. Que no creo que Citlali desacate, perdón, una orden procedente del arcade, pero...
Yeah,
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Molly Poke Nietzsche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you.
Como si tú Loli te vas a cagar de la risa. ¿Neta? ¿Por qué? Así sin spoiler ni nada, pero ¿qué? Es... ¿Cómo decirlo? Reacciones, voz, gestos, algo. Porque es... Ah, por cómo se comporta. Ok, vamos a ver qué tal es. Yo también me voy, aún tengo que guardar y recoger.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Como que yo solo digo una cosa, si veo que Mabuika o así personajes que tengan mucho, porque Kirich, Molan y Kachina, pues sí me afecta el hecho porque es chilero, sus voces y todo. Pero, por ejemplo, si Capitán o otro no aporta voz, ahí sí ya paso el juego en japonés. Aunque prefiero más el inglés, ¿va? Pero si no, pues toca en japonés, ¿ven? La leche tibia ya no es lo mismo. No, o sea, leche hervida. Empecemos por allí, Max. Es leche hervida. Porque esa vaina no está tibia, esa madre está hirviendo. Tanto tú y yo lo sabemos. No tenemos pruebas y tampoco dudas, o sea... Una gota de esa mierda ya te quema hasta la panza, loco. No, hombre, no. Te digo, por favor, que aún tenga voz, Mabuika. A ver, ¿dónde es? Neta, no puedo ir con el arconte todavía. Bien puedo, ¿no? Sí, a huevo. Ah, pero me dice que espere. ¿Qué dice? Espera dentro de 2 días. Pues, ¿quién dijo que iba a esperar, ojete? La leche tibia ya no lo... No me interesa lo que diga Paimon. A nadie le interesa lo que dice Paimon, ¿verdad? Sí soy, men, es que pinche Paimon castrosa.
Hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Seat Lolly did not reply to our request, although...
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response?
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess... But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's...
Okay. ¿Por qué, güey? Puta, ¿por qué me iba a pasar a Fontaine, loco? What the fuck? Me agarró la esquizo de pronto. Yo creo que completé esto, ¿verdad? Sí. ¡Ay, no! ¿Cómo que no? Me falta uno.
Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
No matter, pinche Paimon.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't a subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon.
Claro, son más amigos porque la otra... Pss, Arconte no es, digamos, ¿ok? Sí, tiene sus 500 añotes y todo, pero pss, pero era una persona X, es una persona cualquiera, man, así que... Pss, súbditos, no, va. Por ejemplo, va, en el caso de Sony, pues sí, son sus súbditos. Del 20 también, más los de... Sí mencionaron a los de Inazuma, los de la Shogun, va, pero...
Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her.
Exacto.
The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous?
Ya la cagó, ¿verdad? Ya la cagó.
Talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she
O ya la está cagando, ya la está cagando. Paimon, cierra el puto hocico.
She could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
¡Oh, la verga! ¡Qué god se mira! Y solo se le mira la mitad de la cara.
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right?
Una pobre anciana como yo.
I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
¿Cómo se llamaba esta pisada? ¡Ah! ¡Ven! La de Sumeru. Farusan. Es como una Farusan.
Silali.
Wait, you're Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Son comunistas violentos a todos. ¿Qué? Ah, vuélenlos a todos violentos. ¿Por qué putas leí violentos? What the fuck? ¿Qué onda, Gomi? Bienvenido. ¿Cómo estás?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny.
Es una Farusa, men. Es como una
You
Farusa.
must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Apenas llevo maquillaje, güey. Abuelita, ven a mí, abuelita. Ay, sí, literalmente, mientras más arrugada la pasa es más dulce la fruta. Pero en este caso no está arrugada. Y aún así se mira muy dulce.
Did I forget to mention? She's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young. It was an honest mistake.
No
I
fue a
guess we've
propósito,
just
es
gotten
que...
used to it.
I'm sorry.
Igual felices que yo. Miren, un pato. Bienvenido, pato.
What? How dare
Hija de puta,
Don't you know
Paimon.
it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Ah, se mamó la Paimon. Va a tener que preguntarle la dona exacto. Pero no se compara más.
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that...
¿A quién se la mamó?
unique.
Perdón, Paimon, no quiero mandarle solo que su casa está... Ay, qué por... ¿Y Farum-san
I just
qué?
wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well...
Sí, siempre la cagas. Pendeja.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously.
Mana, su diseño está muy en chingón, aunque no parece de 5 estrellas. O bueno, 2 que 3.
I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to
Ella es
draft a reply
crío.
that simply said,
Por lo que tengo entendido, Citlali es crío. Hay que tirar por ella, men. Hay que tirar por ella. Puta madre, que no venga después de Mahuica, si no me voy a emperrar. No leí que dice. A ver, recibí la carta de Kenichi. Tenía pensado aceptar esa reunión como decidí venir. No pensé que hiciera falta responderles como un entendido. Lo importante es que he venido, ¿no? Así es. Me queda por los spoilers. Chau, concha de su madre. Dale. Obviamente es chinga su madre, va, pero me encanta agregarle el conche. Ah, pues sí. Dale, Fénix. Pensé que vas a aprender stream tirando por Shilonen. Me has fallado. Me fallaste regacho, Shrek.
but of course.
A la verga, es que qué ojos, loco. Esos
It's
tonos
also
están
natural for
chingones.
people to
güey.
get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology.
Ah,
Only to
what the
hear you
fuck
all
con los
talking
ojos.
smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
Mano, la voz y todo, su actitud, me encanta. Max, tenías razón, eso va a ser un caga de risa.
Expression. Was she feeling embarrassed just...
When the Masters of the Night Wind said they struggled dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she
Es que sí,
does
se
and
mira
says
que
seems
se esfuerza al hablar.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in
correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before.
I see. So Maoika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name.
Es un trato justo.
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
Ay, no mames. Quiero un soque. Quiero un soque. Ah, no. Solo le pidió la mano. ¿Qué sal?
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold.
¿Y las olas?
Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. A weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong in... Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the
Pinche Paimon.
Ah, shoo! Ah, that should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
¿Y ese esquizo, loco?
Isn't that kind of like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind.
Empeorar. Oh.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
¿Qué?
It was nothing.
¡Qué verga!
Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroran back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
A la señora de la noche. ¿Por qué no es el señor de la noche? ¿Por qué no es el señor? Ah, es cierto. Ya tenemos al señor de la noche. Biluk. Pero bien si estaba chingón que llevaré a ver al señor de la noche. Qué chingón hubiese quedado eso.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyam of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our... The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyam of the tribes.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much
Esta
time
versión
to
me va a
explain.
doler. ¿Qué quieres? Ah. Pregunta Max. Va a ser un spoiler, lo más seguro. ¿Todavía hay misión de Arconte para la siguiente versión o en esta se termina? No, debe haber más, ¿verdad? De por sí, porque falta la 5.2 y 5.3 y por lo visto Mabuika viene hasta la 5.3, pero ¿será que habrá continuidad hasta que venga Mabuika? O ya termina, o esta, la siguiente versión va a ser el final. Tengo una duda con eso. Bueno, más tarde me aclararán la duda. Aquí en el chat no. Aquí en el chat no. Mejor que sea en privado. Ah, pues sí, sigamos.
Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep
Así que la única
slumber,
manera de
and we
comunicarse.
can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroran.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
Además es capitano. ¿Qué nos puede hacer capitano?
All right.
Aparte
Now
de
it's
dar
time for us to catch
verga
that guard
a
and bring him
domicilio.
back.
Nah, puta, el capitano sí se mira bien que es un caballero de honor, güey. Después de decir, no, no voy a atacar a Mabuika porque está cansada. Oh, solo con eso se mamó el güey.
Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroran's. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston
Algo raro con
aphids,
sus flogistavegas.
which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time.
Literalmente me están diciendo, haz el evento, haz el evento, haz el evento. Deja para último, deja para después la misión de Arconte. Haz el evento, me dice. En su casa también había unas marcas de cortes, pero no parecían haberlas hecho con armas de Natran. Diría que las hicieron con... ¡Au!
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, We'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to... I'm
Kawaii.
truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me.
You can count on us!
All right, then let's start by heading to where Aurora...
¡Vamos! Lo bueno, el lado bueno que no hay que explorar mapa como en otro juego de mierda llamado Wuthering Waves.
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly... I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. Or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me.
Didn't Kanichi say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant. And the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in... He learned a lot from us. And once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce.
Ay, qué buena onda.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all
Para mí
of
que
our
fue
questions
obligado.
once we find
O le
him.
ofrecieron una que otra cosa.
He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his... Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such... Here, give me your hand.
Eh? ¿Eh? ¡Ah, perro! Oh.
How about now?
What do you see?
Oh, perro.
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too.
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be...
Wow.
Y eso no se podía hacer con la visión elemental, loco.
First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was
¿Qué? Ay, no me dejan
What
patinar.
does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns, but or perhaps I'm still not
¿Por qué ponen como interrogación si ya sabemos su nombre? No mames.
Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm...
Huh?
Ah.
Was that Sweet Lolly's voice?
Sí, ¿verdad?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smooth.
Eh?
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's go
No parece que hubo pergueo.
Yeah, judging by Paimon's experience as a guy.
Wait. The phlogiston here is... Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. We've got to find him.
Bueno, sí hubo vergueo. Me interesa, me interesa.
He's probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have... no, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying.
Sí, háganse del oído gordo, culeros.
Bring it.
Traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and...
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston...
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Aurora...
Given there are two signals leading from here, we should split up as well.
Men, ¿qué?
I'll take this direction.
Me intriga mucho esta madre.
Let's meet up again later. Roran, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well.
Condenado, condenado Darwin.
There she goes. Traveler, did you hear all that as well? Once Sweet Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response. So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads. She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case.
¿Somos?
Her thoughts as a side effect.
Somos me suena manada, pendeja.
If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a... Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead. Did you find something? Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone? That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of... But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right?
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
¡Oh, la verga! ¡La voz! ¡Men, qué voz, loco! ¿Y qué pasó? ¡Ah, la verga!
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you.
¡Men! ¡Qué voz! ¡Qué chingón!
I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the masters of the night. Hello, traveler. I'm Aurora.
Wey, puta, esa no es diseño de 4 estrellas, loco. Esa mierda no es diseño de 4 estrellas.
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Mi compañero y yo, ¿qué god se vio eso?
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
Ah, no, sí es de 4 estrellas. No he dicho ni verga.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here. And I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person.
A la verga.
I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan.
Yo pensé que era un casco, es una máscara. Miren el cabello. Pensé que iba a ser un casco, que lo único que íbamos a ver es el pelaje de su abrigo, por así decirlo, pero huevos. Ese es su cabello, ven.
If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Pero loco, o sea, nada, sí es malo entonces, o sea, sí y no. Porque simplemente con su gesto y la forma en que nos amenaza, por así decirlo, no dice que es como que, me están obligando, huevos. O sea, algo le tuvieron que haber dicho o haber hecho para que diga, sí, a huevos, sí los ayudo. A huevo me bajo los calzones, dijo el pisado. Me pongo en 4 ante usted, capitano, dijo. Cabal.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
See, Lolly! He froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground!
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I...
Apenas he tenido la oportunidad de hablar con los agujeros viento nocturno, los fat. Así que lo mejor será que no diga nada hasta que tenga algo más.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird...
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word. In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest.
Vamos.
Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
Alright, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one, but if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Ah, bueno. No, quiero probar mi equipo con Mahuika, loco. O sea, a pesar de que no está muy fuerte. Pero así al menos miro cuánto le falta. No. Oops.
Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
Alright, we'll take the lead.
Me llega su diseño.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun. Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Kostelitsky.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? Let's go kick on my count.
No me la
Still
tienes.
trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
All right. Let engraved names echo.
Let my name echo in song.
Teamwork is strict.
Feeling lucky? Ha! A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Umbrella warfare, I guess. Hiya! Ha! Cha!
Auroron!
Granny!
¡Ay, chinga tu madre! ¡Hueco! Después de tremenda vocesona, haces esa voz de marica.
I know she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too, Gramps.
Abuelo.
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I
¡Hijo de
figured
puta!
you've gotta
¿Cómo
be
que abuelo,
Gramps.
mierda? ¿Cómo que abuelo? ¡No! ¡No!
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorn vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just, Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone
Hijo de puta, ya es un anciano. Hola, pero no parece.
Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
Pues sí.
Do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3.
Be wary of bees prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Nada que ver la voz que se escuchó hace rato.
You do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But you won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? No. They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one?
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Pajero.
Hey! I'm no ordinary Granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value?
What the fuck, ¿cómo le habla? ¿Cómo?
Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic.
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables?
Your vegetables?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon...
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were...
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh, brilliant!
¿Qué pedo con Auroron, güey? O sea... Ese cuate... No, no entiendo qué verga pasa con él. Solo sé que está más elevado que otra cosa. Yo quiero de lo que fuma el güey. Esa mara, loco. Pinche horror. No lo supero.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Citlali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to—
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Citlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Hola chavos, aguanta. ¿Anda llorando o riendo? Riendo. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido. Donovan, bienvenido.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice.
I understand.
Mano.
Thank you. Thank you too.
Pinche Auroron, loco. Está más elevado, güey. No tengo pruebas, pero tampoco dudas, loco.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
A Shilonen par, what the fuck, o sea, no solo le quitan audio personajes y no escriben bien los subtítulos, loco, no hombre.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay.
Qué bonito, pero güey, no parecía abuela. Adiós, abuelo, hijo de puta. Y dale, y dale con el abuelo, loco. Uy, esa mirada. Pues sí.
We're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub.
Algo para comer. Alta ahí, mi reina. No piensa en tragar. Hija de puta, nada más piensa en comer y no hace nada la culera.
Sorry. I just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him and... Oh, that Auroron. What is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now.
Güey, yo no sé quién la caga más, puta madre, si Paimon o nosotros. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué le dijo? Aparte de todo, que quién se lo dice. Ay.
All that stuff about protecting Citlali and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice.
Eso de que no tuvo más remedio que ayudar a los Fatui por la seguridad de su abuela.
Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates.
Güey, pero ¿por qué le tengo que decir a Paimon, loco? No, hombre.
So if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet.
A ver. ¿Cuánto tiempo habrá que esperar, loco? y sigo aquí en Fonte. Pido perdón, men, pero Fontaine es de mis regiones favoritas. Va a ser muy difícil que abandone este bello lugar. Antes de que me juzgues, Max, lo digo.
Thank you for completing today's commissions.
Puta madre. ¿Cuánto esperas a la noche al día siguiente? 20 horas. Yo no estoy aquí para esperar 20 horas, che.
Forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see.
A la verga. Un poco lejos, ¿no? Men, insisto, Shilonen es de lo más god que hay ahorita,
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone.
A perro.
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Sí, ya se tardó, de hecho, ya se tardó.
Well, I could.
Decime que otra vez con Capitano, por favor, güey.
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent.
¡A
The fact that
huevo!
you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side.
Me gustaría colaborar contigo, no tenerte como enemigo. No me digas, ¿es un arlequino? ¿Es como arlequino? Ay, sí, loco, estaría chingón, güey. Aunque, no espero mucho al Capitano, pero estaría chingón que fuese más tipo arlequino.
If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Si dejamos que las cosas sigan por el camino que van, inevitablemente habrá un enfrentamiento. Ay.
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person.
¿Qué atiende? ¿Qué? ¿Cómo así? Sí, ok.
Once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
No, ni verga.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Nat,
Imagino que,
she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back?
A ver, de que aparecen, que sean lo suficientemente poderosos está en duda, honestamente.
If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Teyvat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along? The details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you.
Ah, puta, tiene ahí la forma de su rostro. Ajá, qué chingón, loco.
An emergency plan?
Estaría chingón que mostraran animación de cuando habla, o sea, que abra la boca y todo.
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the abyss.
Es lo que se vio en el trailer,
We
¿no?
have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa's plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains
Mi
unchanged.
objetivo de salvar a Natlan nunca ha cambiado.
And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis.
Someone's here.
¿Cómo que Electro? Era Electro. Pensé que era Nemo, güey.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
¡Ah, hijo de puta!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh.
Something? Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
¿Cómo que algo? Soy yo. ¡Oh! Farusan 2.0, loco. ¡Oh, se mamó la ancianita!
See, Lolly, when did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really?
Oh my god!
Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh! And now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
Se queja porque es respondón, pero si ella preguntó, güey. Nah, hombre, pinche madre de Latinoamérica.
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Oh.
Wait, Lolly, please calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain is... So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Eso.
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This... you're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep it...
La conversación con Capitán se interrumpió en el momento más importante, pero al menos ahora me está con esa, pues tal vez podamos averiguarlo. ¡Ah! ¡Qué tierno se mira cuando sonríe el pendejito!
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time.
Me acabo de dar cuenta que su visión es gris y el Citlali es así entre como dorado. What the fuck?
No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. Really? You're just
Hueco.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation.
Mi gordo.
Why is he staring?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone can
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me?
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You say,
güey, yo quiero una abuela como Citlali, loco.
Ignore me. Well, that's how you're going to treat me.
Ay, sí, abuelita. Venga, mi abuelita puta madre. Tocar a tirar en su banner, loco. Toca meterle tarjetazo al juego. Ah, qué mamá. Ay, no vi. Dicen que respetan a su mayor, pero ¿cuál es la realidad? No le digas a Ifa que me traiga tus papás y tus papas. Tus papás. Y tu rapa porque no quiero nada que venga de un bucoso.
Who's Ifa? The delivery?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state.
¿Cómo que por su culpa? Men, ¿qué hizo? ¿En qué la cagó?
Some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
Men, ¿cómo que por su culpa?
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do
¿Ya
everything
vio
we
si te la
can to save
lipeda? No. What the fuck?
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so...
It's a trick of his. If you grind
Ya vio
spores
si
into
te
a
la
powder and
No,
spray it in the
ocupa
air,
verlo.
it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to...
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is...
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Oh, that brat. I swear.
No creo que no, que Capitán no iba a decirme fueron tonterías. Volver a reunirme con es que he descartado, tal vez lo más rápido sería quedar con Spider-Man. Cabal, ahí sí directamente habrá que preguntarle a Maurica. A ver qué
quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time.
No me digas que es después de esto. No me digas que aquí se pone peda la cuata. Save. Ok, vamos a ver qué pendejadas hace. Nada, pero de por sí, ¿cómo putea a Ororon? Y los ojos que puso cuando se estaba como que explicando. fue chingón, fue chingón.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about...
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she...
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
How did this become Paimonville? See, Lolly looks quite down. Alright. It's on Paimon this time. What's one... So you can just sit back and enjoy, sweet Lolly. Paimon will take care of...
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks?
Are you sure? We can save you some more.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this
Esta
one.
pobre abuela los invité, dice, ay, ahorita esa mamá.
Paimon doesn't want you to be...
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grill...
Hay un filete a la barbacoa, un buen trago, un guarito nada más. Un guaro, unas chelas, ¿qué más? Whisky, tequila, todo lo que se te cruce, mi reina, cruzátelo. Mézclalo, aunque te dé una goma de la chingada. Fuera de mami, ya casi llevo 2 horas acá. Ja, nice. Hijos de puta, ¿tuvieron? ¡Oh, la verga!
Do you see 2 people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
¿Serán gemelos?
Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be.
What the fuck?
Give me another bottle, boss.
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention, ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, hijos de puta, están en el Discord. Están jugando al Overwatch. Hijos de su puta madre. Ni modo. Hoy no se puede. Aquí tiene su vino. Oh, it's live. Bueno,
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even...
Wait, so you call her...
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny.
¿Bisabuela?
She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Night.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, aren't you, Chunk?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until...
Well then, you have my...
Ay, no, ma. Hasta parece que no sabes haciendo ese blueprint. ¡Ah, la verga! Una capturita de pantalla de chill.
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
Wey, qué verga le pasó.
Are you still with us, Sitlali? You're kinda talking to no one.
You
Wey, pero ni yo me ponía así, loco.
Picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bull. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really?
Granny Sitlali, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly. And while we're at it,
Mano,
I'm not some lazy slacker either.
o bueno, con la región de Natlan se la rifaron, loco.
Advising the chief and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah, and I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right.
Bueno, al menos ya se le compusieron los ojos.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself.
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually...
Is this another specialty of the...
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sitlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master her.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
Ah, no mames.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew.
A la verga, no, hombre.
You had Paimon embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
Ah, la madre.
Are you feeling okay? Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
Ah, puta, se lo pregunto, ofende, pendeja.
There's so much that I want to say, but...
Why not? Of course you can, just...
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would...
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it!
Actually?
Huh? Tell me...
Yeah, this is as...
De acuerdo, a ver... ¿Qué le dice? Cuando se trata de compartir... Ajá.
So... you heard...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me?
Se enojó.
Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much. It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing.
So that,
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes.
¿Qué?
I was just picking... Take a walk with me.
Mano, ese gesto me encanta, loco. Esos ojos, cuando hace esos ojos son un cague, loco. A ver. Ven, ya ocupo cinemática el chile. Ya ocupo una cinemática, loco. Qué mal se yo es.
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
wow, it's beautiful.
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry.
I was an expression, okay?
Puta mano, Paimon no conoce el sarcasmo, qué verga.
Embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Let's just have a casual conversation.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things...
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right, I don't usually open up to the people. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that. and people stop knowing. What about you?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing.
¡Oh, la
I
verga!
make people realize that no matter how hard they work... Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just...
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Hablando de Shilonen, ya no la vimos.
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me.
Yo le dije que se iba a caer a la remanda, pinche personaje God. Al chile. Mano, pinches ojos, me encanta cuando pones esos ojitos.
Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness.
Supuestamente va a ser
It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild
la isla
beast.
5 estrellas, me estoy pensando sacarla. Citlali. Como sea una... Bueno, tanta mierda que dicen de... ¿Cómo se llama? De los... Ay, ¿cómo se llama esto? Así que filtran información, así por ejemplo Mawika y la moto, qué verga con eso, loco, o sea, ver para creer antes, ¿no? Pero sí los leakers son tanta mamada y ya tanta mamada que dicen y apenas últimamente y apenas se aciertan las mierdas, güey, o sea que no. ¿Sabe? No, yo solo por el hecho de que sea crío y aparte porque está divertido el personaje, sí pienso tirar por ella. Pero por favor que no salga después de Mawika. No creo tener suficientes protogemas para después de Mawika y su arma tirar por ella. Y con la suerte que me estoy cargando de perder los 50-50, o sea, lo más seguro perder los 50-50. Y cierto que últimamente estoy sacando los personajes, ¿va? No me esfuerzo tanto en sacar personajes, pero güey, estamos hablando de Maui, que después si viniera Citlali, su verga, estaría pisado.
The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls.
Pero sí, el personaje está chulo.
Soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls.
Puta madre, el recipiente, va. El recipiente de Sukuna.
Sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit...
Sí, o sea, ahí fue un error de esta cuata, men.
But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction. And the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. He asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved?
Ah, la verga, puta, qué pregunta más cortavenas, loco, entonces. Bueno, no cortavenas, sino... ¿Cómo decirlo? Puta madre, qué pregunta más... mierda, ¿cómo decirlo? O sea... Ahí sí... Una pregunta con mucho veneno, ¿eh? O sea, puta.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroran has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us.
Esa pregunta no se pregunta literalmente. ¿Esa madre qué?
Maybe he chose
Va, cierto que era un niño, pero puta, o sea, ¿cómo verga vas a responder ese tipo de preguntas?
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroran into this.
Sí. Ay, perdón. Perdón, ya volví. Puta. ¿Qué me quedé? Ah, sí.
Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back. You don't look so good, Lolly. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good.
Se me da un poco el frío. ¿El qué?
Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it. You've helped me so much already.
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about it.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and...
¿No saben lo incómodo que es?
Friends. I like the sound of that.
Ah, mi gorda. Te queremos, abuelita. ¿No saben lo incómodo que es ver a alguien con ganas de vomitar después de beber? Puta, me ha pasado un vergo de veces, loco. Puta, lo incómodo de ver a la persona así, teniendo esas regurgitaciones, puta, pero ya a punto de sacarlo. Y es aún más incómodo cuando sí se le sale el vómito, loco. ¡Ah! Desafortunadamente me tocó vivir ambos, pero sí se siente muy incómodo, loco. A ver, no digo que yo era el vomitado o que me dieran ganas de vomitar. Ver a gente así, y es más culero cuando es un amigo o es un familiar. Y dices, verga, ¿qué hago? Lo dejo, fijo que no lo conozco, ¿qué hago, men?
You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her, but she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's...
Sí, es aquí, ¿no? Me sigo procesando la pinche pregunta de oro, un loco. Ah, puta madre, pinche pregunta culerísima. De esas preguntas que literalmente ni te ha mordido la serpiente y ya te inyectó el veneno, de... Algo me dice que aquí se va a aparecer oro, loco. Ah, pues no. ¿Qué está pasando? Ruido, dijo, ¿verdad? Verga, ya no tiene carga el control. Hey.
You're already here.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole... Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind. I need to
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on...
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick... The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here.
¡Ay, vergueo! ¡Ay, vergueo! ¡Ay, vergueo! Toca ponerme a mi equipo.
I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to
Se va
take
acercando el
responsibility for his
momento.
actions.
¡Ay, vergueo! ¡Ay, vergueo! ¡Ay, vergueo! ¡Ah, güey! Ya me excité.
I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the speaker's chamber. I'll accept however
Falla
you choose to handle
neutrales o
the
Arle.
situation.
Arlequino. A huevo, siempre con mi reina. A huevo, siempre mi reina. Además, recordate que mi nutria aún sigue chafita. No me salen buenos artefactos, loco.
As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry. I never forget a promise to thank you. All right.
Ah, cierto. ¿Veis? Es que... Pinche nutria, no me salen buenos artefactos. No me salen buenos artefactos para Arlequino, para Shilonen. Porque cuando necesito defensa sí me dan daño crítico. Hijos de puta. ¿Y qué? Y para el nutria, pero la nutria es por la vida, es más que nada. En su caso, más fatúes van a echar la mano. ¡Ah, huevo! ¡Ah, verga! Salté por error. Sí, cierto, puedo usar la falla. Pero no. Siempre mi Arlequino. Siempre con mi Arlequino. Ella es la de confianza. Ey, animación.
Traveler, over here! Perfect. Our star Outlander has
Molani sí tiene voz. Entonces eres Kimmich y Cachina. Nuestro forastero estrella, chinga tu madre. Me pensé que venía cinemática, yo por eso me desconecté el micrófono. Hijos de puta, con eso no se juega, loco.
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on
Ah,
our
perro,
hands,
Chaska y su hermana,
time for you to show off your skills.
No me acuerdo de su nombre. Y Jansen.
Quick rundown of the situation first.
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded.
¿Quieren un spoiler que le va a ayudar a sobrellevar algo en él? Depende, o sea, no, que no sea tan detallado, porfa.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mulani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just... who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time
Esa
you're
confianza me
That would be
encanta.
pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay.
It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly,
Chaska es animo por algo, tengo la ver. Oh,
Oh, and some of us need
Chaska
to
es a-
avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job a lot easier.
creo que ya sea lo que ibas, Max. Espero que no. Que no sea lo que estoy pensando, pero... Un trauma fijo, ¿no? Es un trauma fijo. Y trauma de los... Verga. Bueno, nos vamos a hablar con el conde Padre para ir a ayudar lo antes posible. Sí, es lo que estás pidiendo. Ah, ok, valió verga entonces. ¡Ay, aquí está! ¡Mami! La leche hervida. Aquí está, aquí la tenemos.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natlin are in danger. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does.
Le cambió la voz, wow, o sea, ya está más seria.
I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Ah, la verga.
Souls to weave a net?
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident.
No, men, leche hervida, ¿qué? ¿Por qué pones eso? ¿Cómo? Güey, ¿cómo piensas hacer algo así?
Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley line, given the enormity of the price,
man.
it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this... Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the...
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him to lie.
Pues sí. No, hombre, y dudar de la palabra capitano en estas alturas no se puede, loco. Después de la caballerosidad de no atacarte, que no mames, güey, no puedo dejar de... ¿Por qué los títulos lo tienen que poner ahí?
Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us. Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Not even a little. We would never. Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
You scared my mind. You've really got a lot of guts.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way.
Hubiese preferido Murata,
As for the
honestamente.
captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great. Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became
Me encantaría ver así... Supuestamente no hemos visto el 100% de su poder de Mawika. Me encantaría poder verlo en esta misión.
No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. Oh, now you doubt my strength. That hurts, Traveler. If we had time to spar, you might think otherwise.
Ah, yo sí quiero.
Anyway, even if we respond
Pero no
to
de lo de
these threats
espadas.
in time, it's not a permanent solution
O
in the
bueno,
long run.
¿cómo decirlo? Sí es un duelo, pero es más de aguante. Es más un aguante.
I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating consequences. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about.
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Milani. She can't be too far ahead.
No need to worry about me.
¿Cómo no quieres que me preocupe por ti, mi reina? Si... hijos de puta. Espérate, ¿qué dice? Ay, chinga tu madre, en serio. No, hombre. Experiencia fluida, mis huevos, loco. Nada más te hacen perder tiempo, puta, te dejan con una intriga, men. Eso no debería ser permitido, loco. ¡Ay, qué bonito! Kinich también mencionó una situación particular. Sí, chinguen a su madre. Ups. Madre. Ah, shit. ¿En dónde, loco? Aquí está.
Time to go.
Loco, no. Puta madre. Espérate. Hija de puta. ¡Oh, la verga! Unas patas bien sabrosas, man. No mames, qué buenas patas me hice. Sí, ya. Decime que ya puedo seguir. quiero ver las misiones. ¡A huevo!
My eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
¿Cinemática? No, puta madre.
Quick, over here, to safety.
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
Ah, entiendo.
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
Yo también voy, será mis huevos. Ay, idiota.
Stay safe. We've got this.
Hey!
Bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Get back! Woohoo! Catching at the flame!
Puta madre, pinche Moala ni revienta, Mana, pero ¿para qué puta me puse mi mejor equipo?
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the abyss.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes.
Hasta la plata reventó, mano, lo dio una vez, pinche Moalani.
By the way, where's Lolly?
The Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
That makes sense. The attacks are more urgent. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk. Let's head back to the tribe.
Mano, qué tan potente estaba el ataque que de una me había trabado la play, la pinche muela, ni se mamó. Se la mamó el tiburón. Ah, okay.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were... Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons.
Y dale con la honestidad.
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing something's wrong. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is wait.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You...
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
Y volvemos con la historia del capitán.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it comes at a huge price.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much... When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan...
This is all super confusing.
Estaría chido que todos quieran las enlaces para chingar a la Sarina.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our...
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officers should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get to the bottom of the whole thing.
Sí, o sea, como supuestamente los Fatui están van en busca de los Gnosis para dársela a la Sarina. Pero imagínate que los tengan y en vez de dárselos a ella, los usen en contra de ella. Estaría chido, la verdad.
I was just about to ask. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt.
Que sí, mierda, habría menos heridos, pero no se puede. El hubiera no existe.
Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where
La
you
Pyro
go,
sería la importante para bajársela más rápido. Exactamente.
You got it. I just don't want to make the trip. All right.
Y es que mira, aparte ya van dos arcontes, va puta, dos Fatui que no se fueron en busca del vergueo rápido buscaron aliarse con el viajero, que han sido Arlequino y Capitano, o sea, son los primeros que arriesgarían su vida con tal de que no le pase nada al viajero, ¿va? A comparación de los otros que sí son capaces de atacarlo, ¿va?
Oh, you betcha.
El único que sí se tiraría así a lo matacoche sería sería Dottore. De todos modos, él le quedó como jefe. Sí, y puede que Capitano también va. Pero lo que voy, pues, o sea, en el caso de con Arlequino, nosotros mismos nos ofrecimos a pelear contra ella, va. Y ella se notaba que no quería. Y lo mismo está haciendo ahorita con Capitano, o sea. Algo me dice que sí, estos dos, por el momento, estos dos sí serían de los primeros que se pondrían en contra de los Fatui y más en contra de la Sarina, vamos. Porque del resto sí no tengo muchas esperanzas. Supuestamente el doctor se va... Te suscribe. ¿Hace cuánto que no escucho o ya no leo eso, el te suscribir de la vida? Pues a ver, o sea, hay un vergo de lore que todavía falta, babos, y no sabemos ni mierda. Ah, chucho.
I'm fine.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened.
por favor. Animación. Animación cinemática, perdón. Decime que sí, por favor. ¡Ah, perro!
Were they attacked by the abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers. Over there. Do you see?
En esta versión, ¿qué?
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there...
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by a war.
Oh, okay.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a harsher method.
Got it. Will? Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto some... Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw...
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really going on.
Feliz noche. Güey, me cambiaron la percepción. ¡Qué chingones! Pero aún así desconfío de ellos.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
Oh, no you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll...
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't
Ah,
here,
pues que es Arlequino, güey, o sea... Arlequino... Es que, ¿cómo decirlo, güey? Es que... Yo quiero ser parte del orfanato de Arlequino, me explico, o sea... Cállate, Max, mejor.
That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me come with you.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already at your limit. I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can.
Son mis fetiches, Max. Déjame.
I can.
You really believed?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui hideout all on your own. You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave...
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end.
Guess that means I win. Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person from our tribe.
All right, same plan as usual.
Sí, son mis gustos y mis fetiches, lo que tú dijiste.
Make sure our blind spots are covered.
Si me quemo con leche hervida, pues me quemo con la leche hervida. Si dejo que me amarren solo para ver una luna carmesí, pues dejo que me amarren, loco.
Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
Las van a descubrir ni bien se asomen, ¿verdad? ¡Ah, la verga! ¡Qué buen enfoque ese! ¡Ay, no mames! ¿Qué van a hacer esos pisaditos? ¡No mames!
The Fatui have eyes all over this place.
Miren, el diseño de esta cota me encanta, ¿eh?
Now.
Apache por... Apache sin querer, güey. Lo apache más por inercia, ¿no?
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act. Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal. That's it. Now's my chance.
¡Ay, qué mamada! ¿Quién no la vio ahí?
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move.
What the fuck?
That was close. Almost got caught.
Mano, es que el diseño se mira bien chingón.
I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance.
Pero cómo corren, loco, no, hombre. ¡A la verga! ¡A la puta! Esos planos en primera persona.
I made it! That'll show my sister. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it.
¿Qué es eso? ¡Ah, cabrón!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode?
Oh! What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing? I could ask you the same thing.
Ay, hijos de puta.
They're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably had enough of this job already. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should...
Ok. Mano, esa música es tan chula, loco. Ve la música de Natlan, en serio.
Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? No,
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory. More time we waste.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people. I doubt it's...
It seems like they're looking for
¿Qué
a
es
dragon
eso?
relic called the source mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natland don't know how to use it.
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should...
Oh.
Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to stop now.
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You'll regret that!
Qué estupidez. No mames.
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to...
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So,
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already...
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the
Perdón
source
si no hablo
mechanism.
mucho ahora, pero ya la mayoría está mimiendo, entonces me voy a enfocar en, ¿cómo decirlo? En susurrar lo máximo posible.
The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natland familiar with the secret.
I'll get right on.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home.
My patience. That's so nice of them.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natland.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
What am I gonna do?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
Yummy snacks!
Ah, la gran puta, Paimon. Mierda. Pam pam param pam pam param param. Fénix está en el stream. Yo digo que mejor aquí lo dejo, loco, porque todavía falta y ya van a ser las 12, o sea, ya es demasiado tarde, man. Entonces, si no tengo reuniones en la casa social y todo eso mañana, voy a tratar de hacer lo posible para hacerlo mañana. Ah, pero un cofre.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Voy a hacer lo posible para hacerlo. Sí te falta un chingo, sí, ¿verdad? Es que sí. Es que sí se mira, ya de por sí se ve que está faltando un montón. Pero está muy interesante, loco. Está muy interesante la misión de Arconte, güey. Me está encantando la trama que está teniendo, el tema de cómo Capitano en parte está mostrando su interés. La verdad que sí está haciendo God, la verdad. Entonces, yo me paso a retirar. Quería llegar a las 3 horas, pero ya por el tema de trabajo y todo será mejor que no. Que mejor siga mañana. Y, man, al chile, qué God al chile. Solo voy a reclamar mis vainas de... ¿Cómo se llama esta mierda? De... ¿Cómo se llama esto? Del Hoyola para el Honkai y para el Genshin. Y pues ni modo, ya al menos avanzamos bastante. Se avanzó bastante, supongo yo, va. No sé qué dirás tú, Max, y tú dirás si sí voy bien, si sí avancé bastante o me falta todavía. No he avanzado nada, ¿va? O sea, ya tú me dirás. Pero mientras tanto, pues aquí la dejo. No sé si el chavito que escribió Donovan sí se quedó acá. Sí, pues espero se haya entretenido aunque sea, y si no, pues al menos espero que haya tenido una buena noche, ¿no? Y mientras tanto, a comparación te falta bastante, pero de momento déjalo ahí. No, por eso, mañana vuelvo a seguir, va. Si es que no tengo nada que hacer mañana. Si no, pues hasta el viernes. El lado bueno, que ya podemos hacer el evento. Ya, al menos ya pude desbloquear el evento. Entonces ahora... Sí, pues, o sea, es misión tras misión. Pero bueno. Mientras tanto, muchas gracias por acompañarme. Buena onda, Max, por las risas y todo. Gracias por decirme lo chingona que era Citlali. Entonces, hasta aquí la dejo. Y ni modo, pues mañana continuamos. Feliz noche, cuídense. Y gracias por acompañarme esta noche de misión.